Lesson 30. Using formulas, filters, and prompts. In this lesson, you will be shown how to use formulas, filters, and prompts in analysis. Let's get started. From the home page, on the Create section, click on Analysis, choose the pen subject area, and then create a query with grade year, brand, and dollars. Check the query, make sure that it populates results, then return to the criteria. Next, we'll add a filter to only show results for the year 2007. Click on the drop-down box on the grade year column and choose Filter. You have two options. You can either type in the value of 2007 or you can search for it using the drop-down list. So in this case, we'll use the drop-down list and we'll select 2007. Click OK. After adding the filters, make sure that you look down in the filters pane to make sure that your filter truly reflects what your intentions are, which in this case, grade year is equal to or is in 2007. And it's also good practice to click the Results tab to check your results before adding additional filters. So we'll go ahead and perform this high-level check. We can only see the results for 2007, and then we'll return to criteria. Next, we want to add an additional filter, but this time we'll be selecting one specific brand called Enterprise. So we'll go to the Properties and then Filter. Then we'll search for the product, Enterprise, and we'll click OK. Again, you make sure that brand is equal to or is in Enterprise. And then we check the Results tab. Make sure that it only populates values for Enterprise and for the year 2007. So we'll return again to the criteria. Next, we want to save the filter for use with other content. So we'll return to the criteria and click the two chevrons button at the folder section and choose Save Filter. On the new window that opens, navigate to My Folders and then Paint Reports. We want to save the filter, starting with the name filter, 2007 Enterprise, and click OK. Then we click OK. It's a good idea to save your filters with the description or prefix of filter so that you can easily identify them, and then the name of the product or whatever object that you're trying to filter out. Next, we want to save the existing report with a filter. We'll click on the Save As button and we'll make this report 5 and we'll go ahead and click on OK, or you can enter a short description, say report with 2007 Enterprise filter. This will help you to remember what kind of restrictions or filters that you've placed on your report, and then you click OK. Next, we want to add a formula to the report to rank the dollars, and we sort it by brand. While on the Criteria tab, we'll remove the Year Brand filter by selecting Remove Filter button. That clears out the filter. Then in the dollars column, we'll click the drop-down box icon, then choose Edit Formula. The Edit Column Formula window will open. We want to add a formula to the report. And what we want to do is to rank the results of the dollars based by year and then report them as ranked dollars. So go ahead and clear out this space. Then click on function, aggregate, scroll down, rank, and click OK. Then the rank expression will take advantage of the dollars from the fact table. Click on dollars, add to the expression, then click outside there, double quotes and type by space. Then we want to multiply this by the grade year. You click outside, rank dollars by grade year, and the dollars are from the fact table and the grade year is from the time dimension table. And go ahead and click OK. You will notice that the column header has changed to rank dollars by grade year, and you click results to view a summary of the results. Return to the criteria to modify and customize the rank dollars by grade year column. You click on the properties and choose column properties, and then click the column format tab, and then check the custom headings checkbox, and then in the column heading field type ranking to replace the current value. Then click the data format. Verify that the override default data format is not checked. In our case, it's not checked, so we'll go ahead and click OK. And then results, to run the results. And you notice the ranking has been renamed. Next, we want to save the report to the My Folders Paint folder reports. So go ahead and click on Save As. At this point, I'm not using the save because recall that this is still named Report 5. But we want to save it as Report 6. So go ahead and click on Save As. And we want to save it in the Paint Reports folder. So we'll change this to Report 6. And then we'll type a description saying type rank sales report. And then you click OK. And then you click Save. We'll return to the home page and begin from scratch creating another report. And click on Analysis, Paint, and then we want to choose the grade year from the time dimension table, grade month, the units, and the dollars. So grade year, grade month, and we want the units and the dollars from the fact table. Check the results. Once they populate, then we return back to the criteria. We want to use the Edit Column Formula dialog box to perform various tasks. And in this case, we will be editing the formula. And we want to customize the heading afterwards and build a simple mathematical formula using the operator and character buttons to showcase increasing the percentage of the prices by 10%. Click on the options, edit formula, then click on customize headings, then change the folder headings to increase by 10%. And then include a formula that multiplies the dollars by 1.10. Click OK. You will notice they increased by 10%. Change the results. So these values have been increased by 10%. Next, we want to save this report. Click on Save. And will be report 7. And then we'll enter a description for this report, and we'll say dollars increased by 10%. And click OK. And that changes the report name to report 7. And we'll return back to the home page, and in the next steps we'll go ahead and create a column prompt. Now, before we begin, a column prompt enables users to select the values to populate a column in a dashboard or in analysis. We will follow similar procedures to create a column prompt that you can apply to one or more dashboards, or to edit an inline column prompt that is embedded in an analysis. So let's go ahead and begin. We'll go to the new option, then dashboard prompt, click, then on the select subject area you choose paint. When the definition window opens, click new, then choose column prompt and select a column and click OK. And in this case, what we'll do is we'll select the gray gear from the time dimension table. We'll click OK. Good practice is to limit the number of columns that you include in a column prompt. Otherwise, you will have performance issues. In general, you should limit the number of columns to as few as possible. Change the label to sales year so that it carries some meaning, and then click OK. At the bottom here, you will note it's under the display that it gives you a preview of what your column prompt would look like. You can click on the drop-down list and it gives you the different options that exist in the gray gear column. Next, we want to create an inline prompt. To create an inline prompt, we either create a new analysis or open an existing one. But before we do that, we want to save this. Click on Save. And we will call this prompt sales year. Click OK. And we'll return to our home page. Once on the home page, we want to open report 7, which is the last report that we worked on. Then go back to the criteria. Add an additional column. In this case, we'll pick one from the products table and add it. Check the results. Then we want to go back to the criteria and perform a save as report 8, and we'll go ahead and enter a description with inline prompt, and then click OK, and then click on prompt, then new column brand. So this is where we want to be. If you want to create the prompt for a column that is not displayed in the column list, then select the more options and locate the column that you're looking for from the subject area. So we already know that we intend to use the brand as a description for the prompt, and then we'll just go ahead and click on OK, and this creates an inline prompt. Notice that this is an inline prompt. It's not independent of this report. It's built within and in line with the report. So we'll go ahead and go to the display pane below to view the options that are provided to us. So we can choose any of these different products or brands. Then we can go ahead and click on save, and then return to the home page. And we can open the report 8, and you notice that report 8 has only got an inline prompt. If you just wanted to see the results for enterprise, you click on the enterprise and say OK, and this will display to you all the results specific to enterprise. And you can go back, open report 8 in edit mode, click on prompts, and one thing that you want to notice is that there are different ways in which the prompts would appear. It could be row based or column based. We've selected column based right now. That's the reason why we're able to retrieve those results in the manner that was demonstrated not too long ago. And if you had multiple inline prompts, you could use these up and down arrows to change their positions as they appear on the definitions pane. So go ahead and click save again, return home, and that concludes using formulas, filters, and prompts. And I look forward to showing you the most important topic of this course, which is creating dashboards, because the majority of the work done in Oracle Business Intelligence is surrounded by dashboards, and that is where we need to pay more attention to all the events that take place there.